I'm assuming in your marriage where you wasn't 50-50, right?
So in the beginning, no, he paid all the bills, and especially while I was building my business, he took care of everything, and I took.
After this one, we're going to have to change Kendra G's name to Kendra Samuels. Now, the content that I bring for you guys here today comes from the Kendra G Singles Live dating podcast up on her YouTube channel. Now, this one is full of entitlement, is full of delusion. But what I like about it is that, and I've been previously hard on Kendra G before, because my criticism is that she would be met with all of this deluded entitlement and she would not say anything. She'd have these delusional ladies just go back living their modern woman lives and continue to be cat shepherds into the future. But she's had her red pill awakening, and I am absolutely here for it. We're going to watch as this newly divorced woman of 3 kids who left her husband because she says they grew apart attempt to market herself on this dating show, but she gets a rude awakening. Let's get active on this one. Without further ado.
Like you have 3 kids. How old are your 3 kids?
4, 6, and 8.
Young.
All by the same man?
Yes.
Why y'all not together?
We were married. We got divorced.
When did you get divorced officially?
In September.
Of last year?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, no wonder you're an esthetician. I'm like, your face is glowing. Okay, girlfriend, you are a model. You are a model for your business.
Ah, thank you. Thank you. I'm
so we got Akiya, Atlanta, 31. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Virgo.
A Virgo. All right, she looks good. We got Akiya, Atlanta, 31, Virgo. Esthetician, self-employed, mom to 3 kids, all by your ex-husband, right?
Correct.
Okay. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Okay, so I wrote it down because
she got a list. Oh, I wish I would have had my 2025. Oh, they're over there. I got 2025 manifestation glasses, but it's okay. I'm gonna call the chakras.
Okay. So I'm looking for a man that believes Jesus is Christ, like Jesus Christ is our Lord and Savior. I'm looking for a marriage-minded man because I would love to be remarried. I'm looking for a great leader, someone that's open-minded, emotionally intelligent, and a kind-hearted man.
Okay.
They want to know, why did you get divorced?
Great question.
We were together for 9 years, and honestly, I felt like we grew apart. And when we first met, I was in my early 20s. And if I'm being honest, I felt like I really didn't have requirements then outside of like physically. I like him because he's tall, dark, and handsome, and he opens my door. But as the relationship progressed, I felt like we weren't going in the same directions and our mindsets just started to drift apart. And I thought at one point, okay, in my mind, I see his potential. I know what he can be because he's a great man and he's a great dad. We got a beautiful schedule with our kids. I just thought I was putting too much pressure on him because of who I thought he should have been, instead of just saying, okay, he is who he is. And I don't want to say I didn't like who he was, but I just felt like he wasn't a good fit for me.
Couple of things I want you guys to pick up on. First off, do you hear that smoke detector beeping in the background? Second thing is, I find it so ironic, these women that want God-fearing men that respect the sanctity of marriage. Meanwhile, you divorced him because y'all grew apart. A lot more is going to come out here in a couple of quick seconds, but ensure that you're keeping an eye out on the savage contradictions.
So it was your decision for the divorce?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. All right. We was nosy, child. They was asking. Okay. What are your deal breakers?
I wrote that down too. So someone that doesn't believe in Jesus Christ, a man that doesn't want kids, or a man that doesn't have kids, a man with bad hygiene, a man that's lazy, a follower, a man that's a liar, and a man. Okay. So I don't have a problem if you live with somebody and you have a plan. So I wrote down a man that lives with his family, or, has a roommate, but sorry, that's my cat. A man with no plan, because if you're living with somebody, but you're saving up for a house, I can work with that. But I wouldn't want a man that lives with somebody and that's just the end all be all. He just lives there.
That smoke detector, baby.
So you said kids. So you want him to have kids already?
I prefer a man with kids.
Okay. Are you open to having more kids?
If my husband want another child, I wouldn't mind having another child, but I wouldn't, it's not my original thought to have another kid.
Okay. Now, should he look a certain way?
Just handsome, I like attractive men, men with good hygiene. I'm 5'8", so I do like a man that's on the taller side. That's about it. Oh, physically fit. I work out. So physically fit. I want a man that cares about his health. I want a man that doesn't eat out at fast food restaurants 7 days out of the week. I want a man that know how to cook on his own and just take care of his body. So, yeah.
Okay. Should he? Oh, we did that. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Pay attention.
Okay, 70,000.
Now, please remember this 70,000 as we go into the future. It's gonna make a lot more sense.
Okay, at least 70K. Should he be in Atlanta?
If he isn't in Atlanta, he would have to be okay with like frequent visits, like coming often to Atlanta.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam. They said Kendra Cats with a K. I love that y'all can make everything with a K. Simba.
All right, so okay. So
she's preparing with them cats, baby.
Okay, we gotta see your legs. We can tell you in shape though. All right, you had 3 kids. You look good, girl. Okay. We see you, girl.
Decent shape for 3 kids.
So
pay attention.
Akiya, right?
Yes.
So when was your last relationship? Your marriage?
My marriage.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Not want to answer.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Okay, I wrote that down. So
I love that you prepared.
I am an overthinker, so sometimes I do overthink. A flaw of mine that I can honestly say this is a major flaw. I'm super busy. I work hard. I'm self-employed.
Too busy to fix that smoke detector.
I'm working on passive income and I have kids. So I am busy, but I make time for the things that I find are important and worthy of my time. And I'm opinionated.
You're opinionated. Okay. We got some paid questions for you.
Now, before we get into the paid questions, that's not a good screen to pause on, is it? She presents fairly well, right? She came prepared. She has a bulleted list. It doesn't seem like her requirements are too crazy, right? But alas, it's never the initial questions that really detail exactly the type of person that she is. And someone donates in order to ask her a question that needed to be answered.
Albert C said, so when you grow apart from the next guy, will you divorce him too?
Yep.
But what's a God-fearing man?
Then we won't grow apart. We got to constantly date. Yeah, no. If we grow apart, we grow apart. I'm not going to stay in a situation where I'm not happy. I'm sorry.
Albert, she said, yep. Okay. We got another fake question.
Without any hesitation, she lets us know how deep into modern womanhood that she is. It's about me, I. I'm selfish as shit. And at the moment that I don't feel supported within my goals or my dreams, I will leave your ass. The only thing constant in life will be change. If you get married that young, there has to be an expectation that change will occur. But marriage should be lifelong without a consideration for divorce unless there's extreme things happening within that marriage, ergo domestic violence. But oftentimes the mindset of the modern woman today is so selfish because it prioritizes their own happiness over the continuation of a family. And what's crazy is their vows probably says something to the effect of in good times and in bad, but they don't want bad. Only good times. And you are now on the dating marketplace, a single mom times 3. But trust me when I say it gets worse.
Notorious NIG said, what percentage of the bills do you expect him to pay over a lifetime?
Percentage of the bills? I don't really necessarily have a percentage. I'm all about, I'm not 50-50. I'm not 50-50.
So, okay, does not 50-50 means you won't split 50-50?
Well, I just feel like 50-50 is in a different way. So like, say he's not a cooker. Like I said, I cook a lot. So say he's not a cooker.
No, let's talk about bills.
Just money. Let's just talk just money.
Focusing on money.
Okay.
So are you not 50-50 with bills as in money?
No, I'm not 50-50 with bills as in money.
Okay. Now you are an attractive girl. So let's start there. You are attractive. So maybe the rules will be bent because you're attractive, but I'm assuming in your marriage you wasn't 50-50, right?
So in the beginning, no, he paid all the bills.
Pay attention.
And especially while I was building my business, he took care of everything.
So the man was covering 100% while you were building your business. He took care of everything and you left him.
And I took him home.
So the difference is you had his 3 children. So now the quest is to find a man that will be willing to pay for you and 3 children who are not biologically his.
Yep.
And what I hear at times, again, I'm just reciting what I hear.
Go off, Kendra.
Men usually don't mind providing for their wives and the children that they
and
created.
Their own kids.
Sometimes they have a reluctancy to take care of another man's kids.
Look at the face.
So in your next situation, I mean, you're attractive. So your attractiveness is going to work.
Keep going, Kendra.
I don't make the rules, people. I'm going to tell you what it is. So being attractive will help. So now the question is there a man who makes enough money to afford you and 3 kids that wants to do that for you? And that's the equation now, right? Like the equation now is a man that can afford it. Does he want to financially be responsible for the bulk of the bills for 4 additional people?
I understand that. But I wouldn't expect a man to come in. So like right now, dad takes care of his kids. I take care of my kids. So I'm not necessarily seeking a man to come in and just take care of me and my kids. And I just sit back, relax, and don't do a thing. Like, I don't mind contributing, but it won't be 50-50. That's all I was trying to say.
It won't be 50-50. So was it more like 70-30, girl?
80-20.
Now, this is where I would usually dock Kendra for laughing at this ridiculous ass bullshit, the sister code, laughing at pure and utter delusion that will continue to keep this high requirement young lady single. But again, you had your husband, who you made 3 children with, take care of everything when y'all started the relationship so you can follow your dreams. You set up your business, and now that you're an independent queen and you have your own money, you leave him because you grew apart? You cannot make this shit up. And on top of that, you still expect him to pay for 80% of all household bills. That is just insane work. But just to demonstrate how insane that this is, let's just go over some data. Google AI is telling us that the average monthly cost of childcare in Atlanta, Georgia is around $1,600 per month, which will translate to roughly $20,000 annually. 80% of that, let's round it down to $15,000 for easy math. Multiply that by 3. That's $45,000. Oh, but wait, there's your cost as well. So let's say that's $60,000 per year. Your requirement of him to make minimally $70,000, he doesn't have enough money for himself, or if he has children. So your requirement would be for a man that makes at least 6 figures. But tell me, ma'am, why would a man that makes 6 figures, who's in the top 10% in the country, not choose a childless, younger variant of you? He doesn't need to help discipline or to help take another man's children to school in the morning. I got a lot more to say, but let's just keep listening.
Woo! How old are your kids again? 4, 6, and 8.
8, yeah.
So you would move. Okay, you said you want to get married again, right?
I do.
So let's imagine this. So does he move in with you, or does he already have a home big enough for you and your kids?
We could buy together.
Okay, you could buy. So now, but not really buying it together, because you said he got to spend 80% more than you.
Yeah, he can put 80% down. I'll do my 20.
Woo!
Come on, Kendra. Get in there.
Okay, girlfriend.
And the kids are young, too, so the man that gets hit with this is going to have to do it for at least a decade.
Okay, let's keep going. So that actually your 3 flaws?
Yeah.
I did, right?
Yeah.
Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Okay, I wrote that down. So I say because I'm a God-fearing woman, I'm nurturing and loving, I'm optimistic, I'm
But you
loyal,
broke your vows,
and I feel like
God-fearing.
I'm a wife.
Yeah.
You
feel
like you're a
wrong,
wife.
baby.
You got some more paid questions.
Oh.
Let's
So,
go.
because okay, Richard Reloaded said that man held her down. And
Shout out to Rich Reloaded. Shout out to Rich. Let her know.
You know, because I have so much respect for him, I won't go into the details of our marriage. But if he was on here, he had his doing, I had my doing, and we just decided that it wasn't best for us to stay together, especially for the kids. It became a toxic environment, and at that point, it's time for us to, part ways. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
JC said, all those compliments at the gym blew your head up. Go get your husband back. You are on your way to being an old cat lady. I think, listen, do you want to respond?
I just feel like, well, first off, it's not the gym because I was getting compliments before the gym. I was getting compliments before the kids.
Here we go.
I get compliments, period. But
Wow.
it's just,
She loves it.
If that marriage was in God's will for me, I would have stayed. It wasn't for me, and I'm not going to stay in a situation because we had 3 kids and
if it was God's will
and we were married. I wasn't happy, and he wasn't happy. He felt like I pressured him to be somebody that he wasn't.
Is it God's will that the smoke alarm continues to beep? These women that will utilize God's will in order to explain away the real decision that they made are the most dangerous. There was no abuse, but you left him. You say he's a good man, but you left him. He paid for everything so you could build yourself up in your business, but you left him. All the validation that you received prior to marriage or prior to kids or during your marriage, as you in a cringe way gloat on Kendra G's platform, you misinterpreted those as still being of marriageable material when those guys wouldn't consider you for long-term relationship because they understand how much of a financial liability as well as a mental liability that you are. I mean, you're saying over here that you just get ready to leave the next guy if he doesn't make you happy.
And I don't want to be in a relationship where a man is feeling pressured to be somebody that he's not because he wants to stay with me. It doesn't make sense to me. So,
okay. Divine Photo says, you will get the man to hunt you, but you have to get on the man's program, not the other way around.
Pay attention.
How has it been working out for you not doing 50-50? Well, you just got divorced though, right?
Yeah, in September, and I haven't been in a real relationship since divorcing my ex-husband.
Notice how she says real relationship and asks the sex question. She says that I'm not going to respond. So just got divorced like a month or so ago, already getting her back blown out, and now wants a man to take her seriously. You cannot make this shit up.
And he said,
I think it's a female. I think this is a female, Divine Photos.
Oh, you will get a man to hunt you.
As in, you'll get a man that will have sex with you, but you have to get on a man's program, not the other way around.
What is that? What is getting on a man's program?
Go ahead, Kendra.
Okay, so here's what it is. When you say you want a man to go 80-20, right? Yeah. This is a man that has to obviously make a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
Right? And you want him to be your husband, right?
That's correct, yeah.
So here's where I sit as in just giving you facts of data. This is a man that can support you and your 3 children. I'm assuming is a 100K or plus man, because you're going to have to live a certain way. This man is very much desired, right? Yeah. Now, this is why I said you are attractive. So I think you're going to have a man. I don't think you're going to have no man issues. It's just, does the man that can financially do the things that you desire, is he going to want to do it? So I think that's what she's saying as in the man's program, because that man has so many options. Is he going to, the goal obviously is he loves you so much that you're his world and everything. Like, this is the rose story. The rosy story is he just loves you so much, and he'll be willing to buy a 5-bedroom house, and it's just amazing. Yeah. That's the story. Listen, that's the story I want for you too.
This is how women want to be talked to, by the way, when they're being given the real. See, what Kevin didn't do was to coddle their emotions and feelings. Kevin talked to these women like Kevin talked to men for the 5 years before he started talking to women. But in order to at least have them hear you to a degree, I guess, Kendra has to talk to them in this sister code speak that continues to prop them up, even though they've made terrible mistake after terrible mistake. Let's proceed.
But the reality is this man has to want those things back. So I think she's alluding to that with getting on his program. But this one's in your favor. Fabulous Faces says, girl, you had 3 kids with your husband. You're cute, in shape, and ambitious. You'll find exactly what you're looking for. Good luck, sis.
From a sip.
Okay. Fabulous Faces is down for you, girl.
Listen, rich simps do exist. All right? They do.
Stack Real says, I can't wait to the documentary. We don't do 50-50. Homeless women at the social media era. Oh, she's not homeless.
Yeah,
I mean, you're doing 100 right now, or no? You share with your
no. Well, I pay everything by myself right now. He's not even on child support. Like we have a mutual understanding of what we do, and like I pay for everything myself right now. So I'm not requiring a man to pay 80% because I can't afford it myself.
So why require it?
I know what I want. I know what I deserve.
You want a lotto ticket.
I want who want me. So if there's a man out there and he doesn't want to do 80-20, just don't hit me up. It's simple.
Okay. Sure.
Coffee Killer said, you do know you save more money doing 50-50. Because I guess you're doing 100, you're doing 100% right now. So if you want 50-50.
And this is exactly what's wrong with the modern feminist message as it exists today. You know, you have a pretty woman gets elevated because of her aesthetics. And due to the programming, due to the social media brainwashing, they believe that they deserve better and sometimes act through with it and leave their damn husbands. But due to programming, due to the social media brainwashing, due to their sister code echo chambers, convince themselves that they not only deserve more and will act to leave their husband, but will believe that a high earning man will be waiting for them at the end of the tunnel to pick up the baggage and the pieces. And it's a damn shame too, because if it's not for platforms like myself, you know, these women would never hear that, hey, listen, you have, because of the choices that you have made in your past, there are some consequences. And some of those consequences, although you may not want to hear it, will lower your value on the dating marketplace today. But oftentimes they'll get divorced to someone who acquiesced to their demands, not realizing that the grass may not be greener on the other side. Nevertheless, I wish you luck, mama, to whatever comes your way. Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Guys, leave me your comments down below. What else did you think or did you pick up from this conversation? More than happy to go through the comments. Maybe we'll have a live conversation. Maybe we'll involve some of the MTRs within this conversation as well, in order to continue to diagnose the modern dating bullshit as it exists today. Last but not least, for all my G's, if you want to join my men's self-development community, we are absolutely going up. Check my community chat post. We're absolutely going up. All right. Especially if you have a focus into financial education, you will want to join my network, my brotherhood. Click the link down in the description box down below because we're going up all of 2025. I'll see you up there. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.